Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm not gonna go too long on this video, but you know, first they made fun of us for talking about what was coming. Then they put it out in the open and do what they made fun of us for saying we were CTs, and you know what CT stands for. Then they tell us we are exaggerating, and then they go and do the very thing that we said was coming. Sweden already was the first country to mandatorily microchip its people, from what I heard, employees. Now they have a vaccine passport on a microchip implant. And everyone has to have that vaccine passport before they can go anywhere, do anything, buy anything, or sell anything. Alright, here's the update. I'm going to turn the music down so you're not annoyed by the music. First heard about this from Russell Brand. COVID-19 in Sweden. Vaccine passport on a microchip implant. As you see in France, Channel 24 News. Stockholm, Sweden. At the beginning of December, Sweden enacted new rules requiring individuals to have a passport at all events in the country, with more than 100 people involved. Following that announcement, the number of people who got microchips inserted under their skin suddenly rose. Around 6,000 people in Sweden have so far had a chip inserted in their hands. Now, the epicenter, a digital hub in Stockholm, has now made the chip available to its workers. Obviously, they did this years ago, but its member organizations, well, now they said, this person here said, it's a part of their own integrity. I have myself chipped and I keep my personal data here with me. I actually feel like I'm in more control of my hands. Having it in my own hand, I'm in control. The electronic tags are about the size of a grain of rice. They're implanted with a simple injection of a syringe. A syringe! You know, that thing they told us was not possible to... Yeah. So, I have a chip implanted in my arm, and I have programmed the chip. I've programmed the chip now so that I have my COVID passport on the chip. And you pull it up by doing that. No, it's not the right hand or forehead, but try to guess what's coming. MOTB. The reason why I always want to have it accessible. And when I read my chip, I just swipe my phone on the chip. And then I unlock it and it opens. And there's a PDF which has my COVID passport so I can travel. And this means that it's always accessible for me and anyone else who tries to say they're me. For example, if I go to the movies or a shopping center. Now I can go shopping with this COVID passport inside me. Anyone that wants to read me. Then people will be able to check my status even if I don't have a phone on me. They'll be able to check my status even if I leave my phone. A chip implant costs just €100. If you want to buy more of the more advanced versions, you can compare this with, for example, a health wearable that costs perhaps twice that, but they said at the same time a chip implant costs less. You can use 20 to 30 to 40 years, whereas wearables are only good for 3 or 4 years. Users have stopped carrying vaccine passports. They no longer have to carry keys or IDs or even tickets to events. There are a few vocal critics about Sweden's microchip trend. Some scientists are concerned the chips can share data about our physical health and bodily functions. They say there's no reason to worry. If you understand how these implants work, they don't have a battery. They cannot transmit signal by themselves. So they're basically passive. It just sits there asleep. They can never tell your location. They're only activated when you touch them with your smartphone. So this means they cannot be used for tracking anyone's location. And what matters to me is the people who get the chip implants. They do so because they are on a volunteer basis, and because they're curious about how the technology works and how to work with it. The procedure is completely reversible, they claim, right now. Here's the thing. Some companies require their employees to do this. And oh look. The news is now catching on in China. South China Morning Post. Imagine just showing your COVID passport by scanning your arm, or your passport with just a or your ID or driver's license with just a flash of your arm. Now, this chip holds your vaccination status. It's so small, you can embed it into your arm. The chip uses pre-existing technology that the firm was already developing. Stockholm-based Epicenter has been working on human-compatible tech for years. Implants are very versatile technology. They're used for many things. Right now, it's very convenient to have a COVID passport always accessible on your implant. It uses near-field communication. To send information. They've just made headlines this year when they made passkeys put into their hands. And now the COVID passport is also available for implant. Next thing, vaccine chips. Get a Vax chip. No, this is not a CT, folks. That's the next thing. Check that out. Look at there. Look at that. There it is. Inject the Vax chip inside. That's it right there. So there we have it. It's all over the news. Microchip implants are planned to be used. Middle East here. Middle East planning to use it. China planning to use it. France planning to use it. Sweden planning to use it. Microchip implants to store your Vax passport data. Microchip implants used as passes. New tech revealed as the anti-vax protests rage in Europe. It'll allow them to know who has and who has not been. They're inserting COVID passports where? This is crazy. Check out Russell Brand's video. Please check out his video. Everything we said winds up happening. And don't take me down for this, YouTube, because I'm just showing factual videos. Can you take me down for sharing the news? Peace. This is just what we saw.